More than 300 seats in the Council of Representatives are being contested. They will then elect a president and prime minister. There are more than 24 alliances on the electoral list. They're made up of more than 100 parties. The current Prime Minister, Haider al-Abadi, has cast his vote. He's a contender, but so too is the former Premier, Nouri al-Maliki. Ash Gallagher is in the capital, Baghdad. She says with so many candidates in the election, there will likely be a need for a coalition government.
Well, we are actually in one of the polling stations at a school. Most of the schools are being used as places to vote during this time. We spoke to the head of this particular station today. He says that there's been over 100 voters that have come to vote since the opening at about 7 local time this morning. We've only seen, though, about a couple of dozen, and most of them are, a bit older, maybe parents. We haven't seen many from the 18 to 25 crowd. There are UN observers that are here today, but they told us they're only actually able to observe. They can't offer any advice whatsoever. The only thing they can do is watch at this time and then format a report later, which will come out sometime next week. There is a lot of people who feel put out by the current government and the players who have been part of the government for over the last decade, and they don't feel that it's actually going to do them any good. We did talk to some voters, though, that have left, and they are trying to be hopeful. However, we spoke to one voter in particular who admitted he voted for a party that was associated with the Popular Mobilization Forces. They do have popularity in Baghdad, and they do have an edge because they did fight alongside the Iraqi military in order to defeat Daesh in the country. There are other people who wouldn't talk about who they voted for, but said they were voting for the person they trusted the most. And basically, with so many candidates, it'll be interesting to see whether or not a coalition government will be able to be formed. But at the end of the day, everyone is telling us what we really want is for the government to be able to help provide services, things like electricity and water. A lot of people are out of jobs. They want the government to have a plan for jobs. They want their economic situation to improve.